Today, we're going to be taking a look at a few different tape saturation plugins and then comparing those against an actual Telefunken M15 tape machine. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Andrew Leopard, and if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, just jumping in, we're going to be taking a look at the Waves J37, the Fabfilter Saturn II, the Safari Pedals Rabbit tape plugin. That one's a new one for me, but it's really interesting. And then I used a program called Mix Analog, which is basically a streaming service to studios where you can send your audio and have them run it through an actual tape machine. So I did just that with the Telefunken M15. I have a few different audio examples that we're going to be able to use to hear how these different tape saturation plugins and the actual real thing interact with the audio. So I have just a drum mix, so it's just plain drums. Then I have just bass to see how that gets affected. And then I have a full mix just to see, like, if you wanted to put tape saturation on the whole thing, what it would do. Now keep in mind, all of these recordings are from a live stage. I was mixing front of house somewhere and recorded in multi-track. And so this is not necessarily about if the recording quality is the very best. We're really just interested in what the different tape saturation plugins and actual tape do to the sound of the audio. Let's jump right in. So each individual recording is matched to its other similar recordings with different processing to within 0.1 LUFS of each other. So they should be as close as possible in volume, and any difference you hear will really be the difference in what the tape itself is doing. We're going to start with just the original file and then run through each different type of processing back to back without any talking in between, so you can have the best chance possible of hearing the actual differences between them. We're going to start with drums. All right, this is very interesting. There's very clear differences between some of them where I wasn't really expecting it to be this different already, but on drums especially, I know this is very transient information, like drums have a lot of peaks, and so I'm very curious to see how the next one does, which is basically just a block of bass. But I'm going to be leaving a comment down below with my thoughts on each individual plugin and how it responds to the different sounds. So I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Reply to that comment with your rankings of what you think is best, and we're gonna just see what happens as we continue. So let's move on to bass. All right, see, this one felt a lot more subtle to me, which makes sense because, you know, tape really seems to affect more the transients and like the peaks of different sounds, and bass is a much more consistent kind of like block of sound. There were still some that I preferred over others, and so I'm gonna leave that comment and let you know what that was. I'm really curious to see what you guys think as far as what your preferences are. I really wanna know what people in general like and dislike when it comes to tape sound. All right, let's move on to the full mix. Okay, so this one had, in my opinion at least, the most drastic difference between all the different plugins. There were a couple that really shined, and then a couple that I didn't like nearly as much as I expected to. So I'm very curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. Again, I'm gonna leave that comment below, go check it out. Comment and tell me what you think for this one as well. This is just a really short video where I just wanted to showcase the differences between these plugins and real analog tape. If you enjoyed the video at all, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. I make regular videos about audio nerdy stuff like this. If you want to subscribe, there's a picture of my face right about there that you can click on and subscribe, or there's a video right there that YouTube thinks you might like, so maybe give it a watch. All right, see you guys in the next one. Later.